around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, gotta jump down, whoop, whoop, total tail again, gotta jump down, whoop, whoop, total tail again, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, gotta jump down, whoop, whoop, total tail again, gotta jump down, whoop, whoop, total tail again, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around.
Hi everyone, Crown Mouth Podcast. This is going to be my first edition of Saturday Night Stupidity. I don't really understand, I didn't even change the title on this. I wonder if I could change the title while I'm streaming. I'll give it a shot. Why not? Just wait a minute here. See if I can get any viewers this time. Maybe not. Oh, hi Karen. I do have a viewer this time. Wow. Alright, well now that I have an audience, hopefully I don't get all nervous. So what I really wanted to address tonight was what I see happening around the world. The Sore Winners Club. Antifa and BLM are going around and they're harassing the Trump supporters, and the Trump supporters are harassing them back, and they're all fighting and they're getting bloody and they're killing each other. This is a rather unfortunate development. So let's take a look at it and let's get right into it. Okay. So let's start with my bookmarks. Yes. Let's just scroll down a little bit, because where I want to start from is a little bit earlier on, a few days back, when all this began happening. And let's take a look at this. apparently this happened 4 hours ago. And this is where I started really picking up on what's happening. Take that over. This is a guy that was running through where a vendor was selling some Trump merchandise, and he just tore it all up. Obviously, you could see a lot of people that have their face all covered up. Definitely Antifa type activity is what we're seeing here. Hopefully you can hear me. Sorry about that. This is a little bit loud. But this is an example of some of the stuff that's going down on the streets right now. And I'm finding all of this to be very intriguing. I came across this. Someone said that in their neighborhood, no Biden shit, no Harris cop signs until after the election. Now they're cropping up. This district sucks. Bootlicking for jobs. See. This is from 12 hours ago. Let's take a look. People arguing in the streets about stuff. This is not going to turn out pretty. This is all useless. None of these people can decide the election. Oh my God. I won't be going into any of the live streaming tonight because I just don't really think that it's a good idea to push people toward that type of content and monetize it, ultimately.
What happened? I'm down there. Not doing anything. It's one proud boy poked me in the head with a stick. Then a couple of them, just ran off and punched me in the face. But, I'm not surprised. It's what you get. Violence. So why did you come down here? Well, this is my city. I didn't come down here to cause problems. I came down here to see what was going on.
Just to see what was going on, huh?
I'm not here to agitate.
I wonder if we could assume a motive on this guy's part. Interesting. I'm seeing two tales unravel right now. One where the Proud Boys and white supremacists are coming out and causing all the harm, and the other where it's Antifa and BLM and Biden supporters that are coming. Craziness that's happening.
People want transparency, asking for more transparency, asking for...
I should be looking at this on my phone to see if it's even turning out halfway good. Guess I'm missing Jason Burmis right now.
Rally, an organizer said that Joe Biden did not fairly gain all of his popular votes. Black Lives Matter protesters later arrived saying President Trump promotes hate.
I asked them a simple question. I said, if there is voter fraud, should we stop it? And they said 100%. Okay? So everybody wants a free and fair election. People want transparency. Asking for more transparency, asking for both parties to observe the ballot counts, that's free and fair. This is a
rally.
Yep.
An organizer said that Joe Biden did not fairly gain
I want
all
to see
of his
all the
popular
ballots
votes.
get counted.
Black Lives Matter
That's what's really
protesters
important to me.
later arrived saying President Trump promote.
I don't really care who wins, as long as the person who wins won the election fairly. That is my position, and I won't change from it. Here's some more sickness going on.
asking for both parties to observe the ballot counts.
Please.
That's free and fair.
This is a rally, and organizers said that Joe Biden did not fairly gain all of his.
Having some problems here. Here we go. Just chaos everywhere. I hope that my streets don't start looking like this. I really don't understand why this is happening. If they won, why are they bothering Trump supporters for being out there? I guess at this point, we're either going to see everybody just, you know, kill all the Trump supporters or round them up and put them in internment camps. Because that's where all this is heading. Or the Trump supporters are going to fight back and everyone's just going to kill each other. This guy can't feel nothing. He's on pure adrenaline.
I don't know. Did Antifa attack you?
Yes. Antifa attacked him.
Walked up, they were attacking 2 women. And I got somebody.
Wow.
I got shot in the leg and then I fucking stopped them right in my
Apparently he tried to stop them from attacking 2 women. Well, this is where it really starts getting interesting. Things are heating up. As I said, the Proud Boys are pretty big. Big boys. Probably don't want to mess with them too much. Come on. Maybe back to my bookmarks. Okay. Doesn't want to do it. Alright. Well, let's watch this video. Because that's what I'm on. Yep, I've just been sleuthing around and looking at all the chaos. This is what I thought everything was going to look like and what everyone thought everything was going to look like if Trump won. But right now everyone thinks Biden won, so this is what's happening still. Ooh, them Proud Boys do not like getting messed with. And you can call them Proud Boys, you can call them Trump supporters. I really don't like all of these names that are being assigned to people because I do see that there are definitely some Proud Boys out there. But some of these people are just Proud Boys or just Trump supporters. Just Trump supporters that are proud to be Americans and they're wanting to see the election be seen through properly. Ballots counted. Not a bad thing. They're not happy. I feel like this is what everyone wanted. They went out there, sought out the Trump supporters so they could create this. And the Trump supporters, hey, they're ready. I saw them all singing the national anthem earlier. If their intention is to show numbers. But who has the bad intent right now? Because every time that, you know, supposed white supremacists showed up at BLM rallies, everyone who thought what their intentions were. What are the intentions of the people that are going out and messing with Trump supporters? That's my question. It seems like they're out there specifically to create chaos. This one's seen. We already took a look at this. like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends they're not alone when it comes to feeling like the whole world has lost it and gone crazy. They're not alone. I feel that way too. Everyone's still is turning against each other. Still dehumanized to the point where they don't even recognize each other as humans anymore. You know, I think right about now, we're going to have a little music segment. Here's my song, Imagine This 2020. I really feel like it's kind of fitting right now for just such a time where everyone is out in the street acting like a maniac.
No doubt who these fools gonna go shoot. Cops on the block sporting big black boots. Troops, it's like Beirut.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. In this campaign, we're coming to get our chance.
Imagine this. Everybody broke and they wanna get loot. Ain't no doubt who these fools gonna go shoot. Black boots, troops, it's like Beirut. Imagine how close this is to the truth. People feeling hopeless, they got no roof. What you gonna do when the masses regroup? Imagine all the powers that they're gonna rebuke. Now imagine if you can, everybody got money, and you ain't gotta worry about food in your tummy. Imagine all the schools in the ghetto ain't slummy. Imagine no ghettos, imagine no dummies. Imagine people having hella food in the cabinets. And as for weed, you can get a whole bag of it. But this establishment just isn't having this. So understanding this, all that I can do is imagine. Imagine me sitting on a couch in a house on the hill. Slouch like the grouch blazing out trying to chill. Tanks hanging out, flipping trout on the grill. We all fill a plate and we all get our fill. Suddenly the earth stands still. It's cool and it's calm and the silence unreal. A flash from the east and the violence unveiled. The skies go dark and it's all a done deal. Now imagine if, I just imagine this, and what would happen if the people you were standing with decided had it with, living so scandalous, and had a plan to fix the world and took command of it. And what would happen if each woman and each man in this, each passionate in their pursuit for peace and happiness. Now let's imagine if this world even can exist, or am I just puffing way too much cannabis?
These are the stakes. To make a world in which all of God's children can live, or to go into the garden. We must either love each other, or we must die.
Imagine, what if this was all the facade of the God?
Alright, that was just a little taste of that song. Of course, anyone can catch the rest of that song on my other channel, King James. Moving on. Here's something I saw Nancy Pelosi saying today about our election. Let's hear what she has to say.
But don't take it from me. The Elections Infrastructure Government Coordinating Council and the election is over. Joe Biden is the president-elect, elected with a mandate of over 78 million votes. But don't take it from me. The Elections Infrastructure Government Coordinating Council and the Election Infrastructure Sector Coordinating Executive
Looks like
Committee
she's wearing a
said
diaper on
in
her
their joint
face.
statement, this November 3rd election was the most secure in American history. There is no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes,
She does have nice
changed
eyebrows,
votes,
though.
or was in any way compromised. It went on to say, while we know there are many unfounded claims and opportunities for misinformation and the process of our elections, we can assure you that we have the utmost confidence in the security and integrity of our elections, and you should too. The Republicans shamefully, pretending otherwise, are doing serious damage to our American democracy here and as viewed throughout the world, and making it even harder to address the massive health and economic crises facing America right now. The longer the Republicans keep up the charade, the further out of control the COVID crisis will spiral, and more endangered Americans will be. I urge our Republicans to accept the facts, acknowledge the crisis, and immediately come to the table to work on COVID.
Oh, wow. That was a whole lot of bullshit. If you heard what I heard, my. Naughty girl, Nancy. Naughty Nancy. She's once again trying to act like the Republicans are the ones who are making it impossible to get us any help with all the things that we need for the COVID virus. But neither one of them are working together. Neither one of them are wanting to lift all the restrictions. They like having all this control over us, and the Republicans are going to pretend that they don't like the Democrats, and the Democrats are going to pretend that they don't like the Republicans, just like they always have, because it's always been a duopoly. Donald Trump said today, the consent decree signed by the Georgia Secretary of State with the approval of Governor Brian Kemp at the urging of Stacey Abrams makes it impossible to check and match signatures on ballots and envelopes, etc. They knew they were going to cheat, must expose real signatures. Of course, this claim is being disputed by Twitter, but what I want to point out here is that Trump is absolutely right. The recount is all for naught, because there's no way to match the ballots with the signatures from the envelopes. So I don't know what they're going to do about Georgia. I just hope that when they recount it, they're able to recount it and make sure that only correct votes are counted. Here's a guy getting beat up. Let's watch this real quick. You know what? No, let's not watch this, because there's a longer video of it right here. Let's watch this video of this and see that all these people are just being stupid.
Find out! Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
The crazies are running from the crazies. Whoa. Now, things are going to get crazy. See this old guy right here. He's looking for trouble, if you ask me. Oh. Look at him. He's shoving around those girls. This guy's getting a lot of sympathy right now, because a shorter clip of this video is going around where it's just showing him getting hurt. And boy, they get him. None of this is okay. All these people are wrong. This old guy being stupid. Biting off more than he could chew. Look at him. He's surrounded. Oh my God. Whoa. Hold that. Kicked in the head. Here we go. Good, man. What are we doing? Look at that guy. Trying to get in on the action, not even helping. Just film it. Oh yeah, get that blood and that violence. That's what everybody's here for. This is disgusting. Glad this guy's praying for him. All these people need some prayers. He was wrong. They were wrong to go so far. But he was stepping over some lines there. I can't really judge this situation because I don't know what he thought he saw and what he was protecting people against. Let's continue going on. Andy, no with the G. He is the G when it comes to catching this stuff. That's not right. Sucker punch back of the head. Why are these people acting like this? They just hate people that support Trump. They really do. It's absolutely insane. I know people who support both. I don't hate either of those people. Why are we doing this to ourselves? This is the destruction of our society. We're on our way to a bad place right now. What do they think the outcome of this is going to be? Where are we going to go with all this? What does this lead to? If you're going to treat the losers like this, what if they turn out winning? And these are people just walking down the street. They aren't with your group. My God. Really sad. Karen, I'll get your mod status as soon as I figure out how the hell to do that.
Back up! Back up! Back up!
Although for 12 subs, I don't think I need a mod. It's all about taking away people's dignity. Throwing liquid on them. Smacking him in the back of the head. Trump supporter, definitely. This guy's trying to pick up his bike. They're messing with him. Why? Why do you think it's okay to take this guy's bike or mess with him like that? Why does anyone think it's okay to treat any human being like this? That guy's gonna have a heart attack. So stressed. We got problems, people. Black people's lives matter. White people's lives matter. But if Black Lives Matter becomes an excuse to demean white lives, I don't know how you excuse that. That makes no sense to me. Our society is so thick with hypocrisy. Look, here's a news guy. Here's a journalist just enjoying the Trump hat fire. All the Trump hats they snatch and light on fire. There's a journalist there partaking. I think that a lot of journalists miss that they're supposed to be unbiased. And that's the problem with America today. Information is control. The amount of control that they exert over the information that they're giving to people and the bias that comes with it, it's It's inexcusable. Some people let the media run their lives. Well, instead of doing that, I'm just going to become the media so I can run my own life, I guess. Yep. Don't want to let these people eat peacefully. Childish. Childish and dangerous. People can get hurt. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. A BLM rioter with a knife got knocked out during a fight. Now, I want you to remember this because the person who had the knife, I've seen them in a lot of other pictures. I've seen a lot of other information about knife attacks coming from the Proud Boys.
They with us? Fuck them if they're not. Fuck them. Don't even fucking help them. That's fucking alien versus predator with the scooter earlier. What's that bullshit?
Oh, man.
Help the wounded! Help the wounded! Somebody
why am I lagging so much? This video has terrible resolution. Point being, they were attacked. The police came in and they pulled her, and it seems like the police and Antifa. When they get in trouble, they went straight for the cops. I haven't really seen the Proud Boys doing that as much, but I mean, the Proud Boys are all about supporting the blue line, but it sure is funny how quickly people change their mind about what they support and what they don't when they're in a situation where things can get dangerous. The guy ran away. The guy went away with the knife. Here's another one. I'm almost through here for my Saturday night stupidity stream. That phone's gone. You ain't getting your phone back. Wow. I'm conflicted about, showing this stuff. Am I supporting this? Or am I just exposing what's happening that I know will be erased? I know some of this stuff is going to end up being evidence for a case that ends up being erased by Twitter. Here's a family. Where's their Trump garb? Oh, no Trump garb. They're just a family. They're being harassed. Probably being told to join in. Join in or else. If you're not with us, we'll kill you. That's not my sort of discourse. I'd prefer to just have an argument where, you use your mind. I hope that my friends understand that when important threads come up on Twitter, covering them on this channel is another way to preserve them. So just keep that in mind. while you're lying while people are dying. Well, it'd be nice if they could just let them die in peace. Sometimes people push their agenda at all the wrong times. Here's an old couple getting harassed. My God, leave the old people alone and have some respect for your elders, please. Yeah, you're sore winners. Take this phone. Yep. Everybody's making themselves look bad. Real bad. But this old couple, they don't deserve that. Again, you have to assume that their intention is to cause discontent by being there supporting who they voted for. What was that? Interesting. Okay. Look at that. Things are getting out of hand. I don't know what to do to calm all these people down. I'm just really disturbed by where this is all heading toward. It is insane. I believe this is Washington, D.C. Wow. What is the resolution? What do these people think is going to happen? Whenever who is declared, whoever is the winner, when next year comes, when it's Christmas time, we're just going to keep doing this forever. That's what Kamala Harris said we should do. Here's the Kamala Harris plan. The violence in the streets should keep going. That's what she said on Colbert, even after the election, and here we are. Oh, man. Wow. They are tearing that Antifa boy up. And there's no excuse for that. Wow. There's no excuse for any of this. Do you know where we're heading toward with this? I don't want to postulate too much. Very disturbing. I don't know what to think. So that was pretty bothersome. I have no idea how we're going to resolve any of this, how we're going to put our society back together after the way it's been torn apart. You heard Nancy Pelosi saying the things that she's been saying, but like I said in last night's podcast, the Democrats have been pushing this type of violence, protesting, riots in the streets. It's been happening. And we all remember when they were saying that they were peaceful, fiery protests, and there's no such thing as a peaceful, fiery protest. That's a riot. I want to thank anyone that did jump in here for watching tonight. I appreciate you. A lot of changes coming to the show very soon. I just had to make sure I could get it up and running first. And now I'm ready to have a lot more guests, have a lot more plans for shows. This is just something I did on the fly. Again, Saturday night stupidity stream. Boom. Let's show all the stupid people in this world and how dumb they are. Sorry to put it that way, but there's no other way I can put it. And it really saddens me to see all this stuff happening. Once again, I don't know why they're sore winners. I would think if I were in BLM or if I were in Antifa, none of these presidential choices would have been acceptable anyways. But we see that they were weaponized in favor of Biden, and that says a lot about the character and with this conduct that we're seeing of the Biden camp. It's very frustrating. I'm sure you're frustrated with me. And once again, I'll just let you know you're not alone. There is an interesting shift happening, I feel. And I've heard a lot of people talking about third parties again. The way I see it, a third party is just going to be a thought bubble. A bubble, another groupthink, another tribalism that's going to lock you away into having set things that you're allowed to think, and that's not okay. I'm still moving for autonomous thought, because what I see happening right now is the next phase. If it's not obvious to you that Republicans have dumped Trump, it will be obvious to you in the coming weeks, especially if Trump loses. What's going to happen is Trump's going to form his own network. His own network is going to become its own type of party as it becomes more powerful, because, I mean, his base, there's nothing like that in America that can even come close to comparing to the base that Trump has. And no matter what anyone wants to say about how many people support Biden, come on, even when you look at the cities that are largely Democratic, the voter morale was at an all-time low. People didn't show up in force in blue states to vote for Biden. But minorities showed up. Again, I'll bring forth that point that minorities showed up like never before to vote for a Republican. So that brings me right back to what I was saying about a third party. What we experienced during the 2019-2020 primaries for the president as a camp, as Tulsi supporters, was a lot of infiltration, a lot of misinformation, and a lot of people that would throw everything in the kitchen sink at her just for saying happy birthday. And that's actually happened. I mean, happy birthday. Oh, cancel Tulsi. Whoop. So with that experience, I hope that some people come to the realization that when you become a group or a party, you become easier to target. And I feel like the best way to move forward is for everyone to just start thinking for themselves autonomously. If they want to rally around a leader, that's fine. Rally around their ideas instead of their personality. Because this election has shown us that the cult of personality is destroying us. And And with everyone, again, wanting to move toward forming some kind of movement for a People's Party, that whole thing just ended up being Bernie Bros light. Look, when you form a party, you're subject to infiltration. And when you're subject to infiltration, people can hurt you and they can destroy whatever movement you're trying to put together by taking little things and twisting them and twisting them and twisting them until those things become what everyone believes are the facts. And if we're decentralized, if we're autonomous, they have to take each one of us out in order for them to put forth their narrative. If you give them something, an easy target, they can hit it. And we can't get hit anymore. We need to stand on our own as free thinkers. And this way, we can move forward. It's time for everybody that believes in truth, in logic, in leading with love instead of hate, in accepting other people that are Republican or Democrat or Libertarian or Green or Independent or whatever. If you're ready to do that, then just start thinking for yourself and don't join it. Accept all those people. Our problem is that we don't know how to accept anything that we don't like anymore. If it hurts our eye, we want to hit it. If it hurts your eye so much that you got to pluck your eye out, then you're blind. Everybody's already blind. The blind follow the blind, and when they finally find someone with vision, they mistake it for blindness. They won't get behind this and follow. They wallow in decay. I'm trying to take that away. The only way we can do that, we all need to enter, putting information out there, writing, becoming entertainers, becoming podcasters, becoming the future, becoming your city council, becoming the mayor, moving right on up, right on along. We can't become a party and get stuck in a think tank. Okay? That's what's really essential to me that I put forth and for you people to understand. Because nothing has worked so far for any type of progressive movement since progressives have become progressives. AOC ain't it. Okay? Bernie Sanders was nothing but a sheepdog since 1988, and he has sucked third parties into the Democratic Party. What are the Justice Democrats? They're just Democrats. What is our revolution? More organizing for Democrats, Sunrise Movement, organizing for liberal and democratic values, all of it. And even things like the Green Party get infiltrated by these neocons and neoliberals, and then it just becomes another vehicle for them to push you to vote for Democrats some more. They don't even really want your vote. They just want to increase their influence for the slow trek. And we can't afford this incrementalism that's coming from whatever party you're involved in. We need to do something massively different. And we need to do something that's going to require less censorship. And my God, if things keep going like they are, we are headed toward Aldous Huxley world. And I'm fighting and I'm hoping that you all join, start your own podcast, spread information, Remember, information is still our only precious commodity that we have left. So let's weaponize it. And let's do what we can. And let's try to make this world better. Just one person and one street at a time. Because you're not going to change the world. But you could change someone's whole life by treating them nicely one time. So that's something that maybe you should think about next time you see someone in dire straits. You want to change the world? And change someone's life. Thank you.
Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Gotta jump down, gotta jump down, won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Gotta jump down, total tailgate. Gotta jump down, total tailgate. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around. Won't jump down, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. Gotta jump down.